Hi guys, hoping you can see me in a minute. Yep, should be able to see me. Come in. Hi. Hi. Right. I'm a bit early because I wanted to make sure all the feed was right because I've got no husband operating the camera today, so I'm kind of doing it all myself. So I'm like doing this. Bit of dancing. So can you let me know if you can hear me? Give me thumbs up. So yeah, I can hear myself, so that's the main thing. Right, so first of all, I'm just gonna let everybody come in, see how many people we get in. Yeah, so what's everybody up to? Looking forward to this afternoon. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a bit apprehensive of showing you the finished panels. I really am. I'm sorry if my face keeps going that way. I can see everybody's comments here, see, so I really am so sorry. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, lol. Hope you're all well. Have you all been watching John this morning? I haven't watched it yet, so no spoilers. That's my evening treat to myself, that is. It's low here. So yeah, you were on, weren't you? So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. Yeah, I'm so excited. Right, Cyprus. Hope it's nice and hot. Love your mood. I'm a bit excited because I've got some exciting news to tell you guys as well. So. And I'm allowed to say it now, so. And I'm standing up. Spoiler, I was on. Yeah, I know you were. I know you were on. I remembered this time. Right, I'm just going to move this over so I can see it better without me being too rude. Right, okay. Okay, so. Fern Britain. Oh. Fern Britain's pretty. I like Fern Britain. I have seen pictures of you though, when you saw Jenny Jackson, and I actually do think you do look a bit like Fern Britain actually. So yeah. Hi Sally Ann. Hope you're well. We need to chat, Sally Ann, about what's happening. Yeah. So. And you jammy, you didn't even know about John Scott being back on the actual channel, did you? I didn't even know. But I'm so excited for him. I'm excited for the fans as well, so yeah. Right, so hi everybody. Right, so I'm going to jump straight into it. First of all, I want to apologise to this group for not doing as many lives as possible as I have been doing in my club group. The reason being is the major diet needed here too, low. Really major diet. Lockdown diet needs to happen soon. Right, so I want to apologise for not being in the group as much. So we had a lot of major problems with like the computer. My club will answer, back me up on this. We're having lots of problems with the computer and all the camera equipment. Yeah, I've got quite a few cameras now. And you will notice that when I come to do all my demos in the actual group. So, hi Lynn, admin in the house. So yeah, I just want to apologise now, but as of today, I promise you, I will be doing a lot more lives, because I've planned some free patterns for you guys to do within this group. And also, just like to let you know, there is spaces left in the actual club group as well. The club group do have longer and a lot more given to them because they obviously pay me monthly. That's being said, but I won't be stopping doing lives from in here. It's just the fact that the camera equipment wasn't working and I couldn't get it all to work in time, but last week was the run through and it all worked. That being said, right, I'm going to jump straight into it. Right, so you're all probably here because the pre-order opens soon. just going to let you into a secret. The pre-order is opening up today at 4 o'clock. I did say the 9th, which is tomorrow, but I'm opening it up at 4 o'clock today because I got my days mixed up. Taking a break from proofreading. Thanks, Lynn. Lynn's proofreading for me. Thanks, Lynn. In the pipeline. So I'm like just been to Asda first day out of quarantine. Feeling drunk with excitement. Weren't you nervous? I must admit, my first time when I ventured out the house, out the apartment, I was basically so nervous, and I still am. So I was just messing around with the mic. Yeah, so I am still nervous when I go outside, and people have a go at me for saying don't be nervous, it's only a virus. It isn't a virus. There's a lot of people out there that are unfortunately passing away from it, and yeah. Anyway, that being said, let's get onto the panels. Right, so they're going to all be on my website now, which is rjafmakes.com, www.rjafmakes.com. You will need to go to the shop bit on the pan. What's it called? The bar? It says shop on the bar somewhere, and you need to click on the drop down menu, and on the drop down menu you'll see pre-order panels. Yeah, Sally Ann, I'm so scared to leave the house. It's unbelievable. I shouldn't be scared at our age, really. Anyway, yeah, so there is a drop down menu, and basically you need to go to the pre-order section. Under the pre-order section will be only small amount of listings. What I have done is narrowed it down to the length of the panel or the series of the panels. So for instance, if you bought the bird series, I've been buying the bird series for the sew along at the end of the year, which I will explain about that in a minute. You will find all the bird panels listed under one listing. Once you clicked on that listing, you bring up the little drop down menu and select which panel that you wanted. If you want more than one at that particular panel, what you need to do is go all the way to the checkout bit and change the quantity. Change the quantity of what you need per panel. Yeah, Susan, sorry, Terry's wife, Susan. Yeah, it's going the wrong way. Right, okay, so that being said, I'm going to start showing you the panels. The reason why I've come on the live is so you can actually see the true colours and how much, because in the photographs you can't really see how much you're getting for your meterage and stuff. So the first one is called the Christmas Time Winter Warmer. So every year I'm going to bring out a little animal that's Christmassy and wintry, and they're bundled up in a scarf. So this is the first one. So a lot of people are saying that these will actually fit, these smaller ones will actually fit in a big embroidery hoop, and you can do some embroidery with it and that. So yeah, that's the first one. So this is a large fat quarter. You get 3 images on it. The fat quarter size is 29 inches by 20 inches. And the large image is 15 inches by 15 inches. And the other 2 images are 9 inches by 9 inches. These are £13. They are 156 GSM, that's a tongue twister, GSM, and 100% cotton. So they're very, very lovely to work with quilting and stuff like that. So the next one is part of the bird series. Yeah, it will, Susan, it will go with the globe. So the next one is the part of the bird series. Now, I've had this major debate with a lot of people saying that penguins are called classed as flightless birds, so it can go in the bird series because I love penguins. So the next one is the penguin one, which is part of the bird series for those who... Hi Vicky! Vicky! This is part of the bird series. So with this one, right, so it's exactly the same sizes of what all the other bird ones that you've been getting. You're getting a large one, which is about 18 inches by 18 inches, and then you're getting 2 small ones. Now, if you're going to be doing the sew along of the quilt with me, I've designed the quilt. Originally I said you need to keep the large one and 1 small one. You need to keep the large one and 1 small one plus one or 2 extra small ones from your from the other panels as well. So this is part of the bird range, but it doesn't have to be because I've previously used the puffing one where I've made a large cushion out of this part. So yeah, that's going in the birds. Now if you're wondering how many bird panels is there, I'm missing you too, Vix. I am really missing you. Good news though about John, isn't it? Right, so in the bird series you've got the previous owl, the puffin, the robin and the kingfisher, then the penguin. So by now you would have had the 6th panel, but because due to lockdown we had a problem with the printers. Obviously the printers was closed and we couldn't get... Well, Fred count. Oh no, I've missed you. Right, right, so unfortunately we are 3 months behind. So the last panel, the 6th panel, will be released in January now. And I apologise on my behalf and on the printer's behalf, but unfortunately there was lockdown and we couldn't work around that, unfortunately. But that being said, in February, at the end of February next year, we will start making the large quilt, and that will be a long series of working out, and I'm going to go from step by step where you can work out like what layouts you want to do. It's up to you. And the quilt isn't just going to be one-sided. I'm going to do 2 sides, so it's a dual quilt. Right, so I'm going to move on to the next bit. Right, so the next one is the new series. Yay! I know. Oh no, you've made me giggle. Sorry, apologise. Right, so the new series is one that I wanted to release last year, but I just really didn't have the confidence. I was drawing these animals, these cold outside animals. Sorry, I keep checking the computer to see if we're still running. Yeah, so I've been a bit nervous releasing these, and then I decided to make them all digitalised, and you guys saw me drawing them, and so yeah. And then there was this massive debate, which I made a massive beep of a moment where I said they were Arctic animals. They're not Arctic, they're just cold animals. Right, so that being said, you all asked for different styles of panels. Unfortunately, because of the printers are saying no quite a lot to me at the moment, because the amount of orders that I get from you guys on a pre-order, they've had to put a bit of a, what do I say, a break on how much I can order each time. So that being said, the small panels for the outside panel, for the outside animals, are individual on the small panels, but on the larger panels you will get a mix of the animals. So this is the small whale one, so you get quite a lot for this, and the blue is really, let's see, the blue's coming up true on this camera. When I was photographing it the other day for the website, it wasn't coming up the true blue, but it's like a mild purpley blue, which is kind of what you see when you see it on TV and stuff like that. They're your animals, you call them what you want. Yeah, I know, Lynn, but no, I had this row with my dad I don't normally row with my dad, but I had this row with my dad, and he basically said, "You can't call him that," and I says, "Well, I can, I can, Dad." But no, I've called him "It's cold outside" because it is going to get colder outside, and we are in for a bad winter. So yeah, so this is the whale one. So as you can see here is upside down. Is it upside down? Low. Right, so this here is the iceberg. I'll tell you a bit about this iceberg. Is people have been saying it's larger on the bottom bit. But did you know icebergs, there is only 30% above the water surface? I didn't know this until I started watching Our Planet. And when David Attenborough tells you something, you believe it. Really, you do. So the underwater bit, there is like 70% of the iceberg is underwater. So hence why there is more iceberg underwater where the whales are. So that's the whale one. We go over to my favourite, the polar bear family. So this is the polar bear family, and we haven't named them, so if you want to go ahead and name them you can, but I just love the little cubs, they're just so cute. Yeah, so as you can see, there's quite a bit on there, and there's quite a lot you can do with it. So there's that one, and last but not least in this range is the penguin family. So the penguin took me the most to draw, and I did it all digital. So the little penguin, I wanted it so fluffy, because that's what they are. They look so fluffy on the actual pictures that you see on the actual internet, and I wanted them to just be really, wanted him or her to be so fluffy. So yeah, so that's the other one. Right, so they're £13 each, and like I said about the other panels, the bird panels, you'll find this under one listing, and then you basically click the actual down button and select which ones that you want. Right, so that being said, a lot of you asked for continuous fabric and you're getting continuous fabric. So a lot of you were asking for continuous fabric, but once I designed it, I realised because I sell it by the quarter of metre, I'm skinty. I want out of the bankfuls of bags. Oh, gorgeous. Thank you ever so much, guys. I really thank you, because it's just taken a weight off my shoulder, that has. Thank you. Right, so you guys wanted continuous fabric, and normally I cut a long metre. I normally cut a long fat quarter, or not fat quarter, a quarter of a metre. Unfortunately, I cannot, I won't be cutting long quarters, because when I cut the long quarters of the samples that were sent for me, you were missing quite a lot of the images. No, that's fine, Lo. I miss you too. Love you, bye. Right, so we've come to an agreement with the printers that you can order a quarter, but it won't be a long quarter, it'll be an actual fat quarter. The fat quarters measures 70 centimetres by 50 centimetres. But if you order 2 fat quarters, it will come as half a metre. If you order 3 fat quarters, it will come as 3/4 of a metre. And if you order a metre, it will come as a metre. And the meterage is... Oh no, hi John. No, it's alright, don't worry about it, John. Just take your time. Yeah, so if you order a metre, the meterage is from selvage to selvage is 140 centimetres wide. Now please don't ask me what that is in inches, but I'll find out. So 140, so that's 57, well 56.5 inches wide, the actual fabric. So it's actually quite long, wide fabric. That being said, there is 3 different print sizes for the actual continuous fabric. So the first one is the small print. Hi Sally Ann. Right, so the small print is got all of them on, and if I measure just the animals, so for instance, the animals are coming up around about 2 inches high, so you can do quite a lot with that one. Then you've got the medium size one. So that's the medium. These are all fat quarters, large fat quarters. So the animals are coming up on this one at nearly 3 inches. So that's nearly 3 inches for that one. And then for the large one, that's the large one. See, obviously you don't get so many animals to the fat quarter. Oh, flipping heck. And the animals come up at just over 3.5 inches. So there is quite a lot of animals to the small one, and that is the large fat quarter. And then you are getting quite a few images on the medium one, but the large one you're not getting that many, hence why I couldn't cut it at the 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of a metre. So the 1/4 of a metre would have come to there, and you basically would have got hardly anything. So no, I know, John, my quilt that I'm actually making out of some of the sample panels are going to have the large print on the back as a backing. Yeah, I agree. It would make a really, really, really large backing, that would. Right, so let me just fold these up. I'm an OCD, so I like things folded. I can't do what John does and chuck it over the place. Right, so the next ones is the 1/2 metre panels. Now, the 1/2 metre panels are, there's only 2 designs. Right, so the first 1/2 metre panel is just the images of the actual animals, so it's super large. So you can make your cluster cushions for your actual sofa, or you could do what I'm doing. I'm using this panel plus one of the small ones, or several of the small ones, to make a large quilt. So yeah, so this is the large one, and these measure, flip the page. Right, so these measure 18 inches by 18 inches, these actual ones do. Right, so, and it's all my drawings. You guys see me do my drawings, and I'll tell you what, these drawings are based on Our Planet. So I watch a lot of Our Planet. I love Our Planet. So, and I just have it on in the background. Take all my money. So sorry, it's the last pre-order of the year, so don't worry, I'm not taking any more. Right, so the next 1/2 metre one is, it's where you get a mixture of the medium size print, the small size print, sorry, and then you get the small little panels. So this is the 1/2 metre one. As you can see, they are super long. I can only just stretch my arms, and I'm small. So yeah. So that's the 1/2 metre one. Now we're going to move on to the full metre ones. The full metre ones have quite a lot on them. And if you are considering not buying the 1/2 metre plus some continuous fabric, you might want to hold back and buy the large metre ones. So the first large metre one is, it's big, it's huge. Right, right, so you've got the three main large panels. Then I've designed, and unfortunately I can't get this on. I know one of my club members asked if this was going to be on the actual repeat print. Unfortunately not for this run. In January they promised me to put it on the repeat print. So you're going to get the 1/2 metre, once again, step back. So you're going to get 1/2 metre of the actual continuous fabric at the bottom and 3 of the main panels. I will, right, so I'm planning, Val, to make a flap out of one of the smaller panels. So for instance, let me just show you. I'm going to try and incorporate this into a bag somehow, whether that's fussy cutting around the actual fabric and applique in it, I can never say that word, applique in it on the flap, or whether I will actually be doing it as an actual flap. So yeah, Val, I will be trying to do some more tutorials. I'm using the word trying, right? To do some more tutorials, a bit like the commuter backpack, where I changed the connectors. So for instance, you've got the 2 buckle releases. So if I remove those straps off the actual off the flap and the 2 straps on the body, we can change the actual connector. And also there's that free pattern. Don't ever forget that free pattern, which is the book bag that's on my old blog, which will eventually move over to my new blog. So yeah, so don't ever forget that. You can actually make the flap of the small bag. The small book bag will actually fit that perfectly. So yeah. Right, so the next panel is this one. There is only one more after this one, I promise. So it's this one. So it's basically the same again, but the bottom is the large print. So you basically get the continuous large print. So if you were to ever incorporate this into a quilt, you could do, and then you've got some key accents here to make the borders and stuff. Or you could do what I do. I like to, and I know John likes this, your back of your quilt is also a quilt top. So if you make 2 quilt tops, one side using the large panels, and then the underside using the actual continuous fabric, and making a bit of a show and dance on the back of the quilt, you can do. Right, yeah, great for, even Lynn, Snowflake one would be great for cushion backing. Yeah, you are totally right there. Right, so the last panel. Right, so the last panel is you're basically getting the same 3 at the top, but you're actually getting both of the prints at the bottom. So you're getting the 3 large prints at the top, and then you're getting a large fat quarter of each of the bottom pieces. How much would these ones be? Right, so back to my book. Right, so the large panels are £32. Reversible quilts. Yeah, I love reversible quilts. I want them all greedy me. Thank you. That gives me great confidence. Now, the way I've worked it out is that if you were to buy, so for instance, if you were to buy I've lost my train of thought. Right, so if you were to buy 1/2 metre of this would be £18. Then if you bought the 1/2 metre panel, which is this one, which is upside down, this is £22. So if you add both of those together, so that's 22, 32, that's £40. So if you buy the large panel, the large one, you're saving £8. So that is quite a bit of a bargain when you see it that way. Right, so if I tidy up this, I'll show you what's coming up in this group in the next few weeks. Right, Lynn, I know you're watching. I've got some more proofreading for you. Sorry. Right, so I'm not going to bring these onto the camera yet. Alright, so back when I was on the sewing quarter, the month before they announced that they were closing down, I did loads of patterns for them. I think I did 9 patterns and I actually got paid for them. Unfortunately, they never made it to air. So I had to wait 12 months before I could release them. So I can actually finally start releasing them slowly. So the first bag and Vix's on will be on the sewing street. So the first bag is this one. So it's not, don't look at the fabric, they can't get this fabric. This fabric's been out of production for ages, but it's out of my stash. So it's called the double flap bag. No, it was called the double flap bag, but it's actually called Ready for Anything bag now. The Ready for Anything bag is double flap, so it's for security. If I take it under it, so you've got the inside, which is stuffed with shopping bags and that. Then you've got this cargo pocket system, and you've got a zip. You've also got a zip inside and a zip on the back as well. So yeah, you've heard it from me. I am going to be on Sewing Street, but unfortunately I'm going to be from home due to health reasons and obviously not going outside and that much. So this is coming up very soon. Fingers crossed if they can get all the stock in time for Sewing Street. So yeah, that's been a baby of mine for the last couple of months. The next thing is, a lot of you have been asking, I put a picture up in the group of some fabric and some Lisa Lamb fabric, PU fabric, and you said, oh, is that going to be a general release pattern? Yes and no. Right, so the first 3.5 months will be for my club members. They will get it because they get extra added benefits of releasing patterns before, so they get that first. But this is the bag. So this is the walk it or not walk it bag. So this is, thanks John. John, you already knew I was going back, or I was approaching to go back, but we signed the contracts ages ago, but their stock for bag making, they're having to order quite a bit in, so I've been helping them find a few of the stuff for the bags. So this is the walk it or not walk it bag. So obviously at the moment we're carrying a lot of masks, hand sanitizers, creams and that. So this is pockets galore. So you've got your pocket here, which I can fit a mobile phone in. No. So obviously not my mobile phone because my mobile phone's here, but your mobile phones, modern day mobile phone sizes will fit in this pocket easily. No, John. Me and you needed to catch up, John. Me and you need to definitely catch up, sweetie. So yeah. Right, so then you've got your slip pocket here. So obviously this at the moment is a dog walking bag, hence why it's called walk it or not walk it. So the club members were only getting this as an added thing, where it can be turned into a dog walking bag. But however, you can easily work it out yourself where to put this eyelet and the stud for the doggy mess bags. And then on the other side is a repeat, same pocket, same zip, still a pocket here. And then you've also got a closed recess zip, so there is no gap top and bottom. And obviously loads of bags inside, but there is a zip inside as well. So this is going to be a club pattern up until February, and there is going to be a lot taken off the club pattern when I release it. But don't be threatened. There is going to be an add-on to the pattern when it goes on general release. So the add-on to the pattern will be that this will come in 2 sizes, this little dainty little size, and then a slightly bigger size for people like me who carry a lot of junk. Right, so in the meanwhile, I'm giving you some free patterns. So in the next 2 weeks will be a pattern that goes free within my website, so it's just a free download. You just basically go on to the website, go all the way through checkout, and there'll be no charge whatsoever. If there is, don't check out, message me, because I'm still learning my website. But yeah, the general release will be around about February time, the start of February. So don't worry, it will be released, because I love that bag. That's my new bag. I don't have a dog. I need a dog. Right. Yeah, John, we do love you. I miss you. But yeah. Right, so the free patterns that are coming available. So it's, I say patterns, it's one pattern with loads of stuff in. So the first, it's all clutch bags. Hence, I'm really sorry, but I know there's not much Christmas parties going on at the moment. Right, so, brolly. Yeah, you can fit a brolly. I think that's what you're talking about, Wendy. Yep, I'm hoping, yeah. So this bit here, this recess bit here, is where you lay a brolly on top to stop all the water getting in, and yeah, because we do have bad months. Winter months, so you're all right. So that being said, going over to the free patterns, there will be 2 live sew-alongs within this group. Then there will be 1 YouTube video sew-along, and then the other one will end up being on John's show. Now, a lot of you I know are not on subscribed to John's show. However, once that's gone live, after 2 weeks of that going live, I will be doing a third live in the actual group. So don't worry, there will be a third live of how to make it. But unfortunately, John's got the rights for it for 2 weeks, which is fair. It's what we agreed on, and for the fact that it's in the pattern anyway, so you can go ahead and make it if you can understand the pattern instructions without me demonstrating it. Oh, Wendy, I love you all too. I really do. No. This last year is whizzed by, and stressful moments, yes. Did we make? Yeah. It has been tough ride, but a really good ride, and I love it. I love what I'm doing now, so thanks ever so much for all your support. I just cannot thank everybody, even the club members. I cannot thank them enough. Yeah, I get a bit tearful because all this equipment now you're watching me on is not brought anything by me. All my club members have brought me all this equipment. The free cameras that I have, the mics, the lighting, the stands, because they have been, and all the software for my computer, they have invested in me, and this is why now I can bring it over to you guys as well. Right, so that being said, the first clutch is this one. So we're going to start off small and light and work up to big. So the first clutch is minimal hardware, 2 D-rings, easy, 2 large D-rings, 1 small D-ring and a little clasp here. And it's so easy inside. I know because there's a lot of beginners inside. However, we will then move on to a second bag, which is kind of a similar concept and same, but we're going to move on to installing one of these. A lot of people don't know how to install it, and with the overhead camera you'll be able to see really close up of how to install a form snap, a form lock. Then the next one is for the quilters. So it's a minimal hardware again. I'm trying to keep the cost down for you guys as well. So I was doing this like for sewing quarter, and I had a brief, keep the cost down, but they wanted 4 bags within the pattern. So little cotton socks. I know why Becky Ezra's saying that, Lynn. Becky Ezra's never heard anybody say cotton socks before. That's my saying, and being that she's from Netherlands, obviously I said it to her. She just laughed when we were on a Facebook when we were chatting to each other on Facebook. So yeah, it's kind of stuck. Hi Becky. Alright, so this is the next one. So I'm going to teach how to do the stripy effect. Now this is all PU, but don't worry, we don't have to use PU. And my advice is, the next one, don't use all PU if you're a beginner. Right, so this is the one that is going to be the last one to be made, because it looks quite complicated with the bow. It isn't, it's just very fiddly. And all the hardware that's in this one is the zip. And you'll notice there's no wrist slit, because you put your hand through the actual bow to carry it. So yeah, so this is the final sew along. This one will be on John's show first, and then within 2 weeks after the John Scott show has gone live, this will actually go on within the group as a live video. That being said, I need input from you guys. So I asked my club members when I first started going live, what's the best way, what's the best time for you guys to go live. However, I've got to work it around my husband if it's in the day, because if it's in the day, I cannot operate all the cameras because it's done by the computer over there. So my husband has to operate all the cameras for me, and the girls will laugh, will basically laugh because I go, Michael, overhead camera please. Michael, front view camera please. And they think that I'm doing the Prime Minister talk, you know, when you say, to the next slide please, on the coronavirus talk. So yeah, so basically I need to know when's the best time for you guys. We do ours in the evenings, and he's more than happy to actually operate the cameras in the evenings for us anytime, and it can run up to about an hour to an hour and a half for his lives. Not the club ones, they can go up to 3 hours, so they are getting a lot more for their money. So if you guys can comment below of where you yeah, Margaret, they're really easy, they come together really fast. So like the bow, I will use taffeta for me, because I really like silk and stuff, so it would be a nice silk finish. Also, if you're going to use silk, you can't really interface silk that well. I say that well. So I'm going to teach you how to bring in wedding dress net. So in this, you won't be able to hear it. You probably can actually. In this, in the bow area, is wedding dress net. That gives it that stiffness, so it stays as a bow. So yeah, 7 o'clock. Yeah, I think it will be evening sew-alongs. So evening sew-alongs are going to be better for me, because then he can operate all the cameras. If it's in the day, I either have to get him to book some time off from work, which his work has told him he can't really have much more time off, or I will only be able to operate off this one camera. What overtime? Yeah, I think it's going to be 7 o'clock. So yeah, 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock, and that will be for at least, no, for 3 of them, free of the clutch bags. Yeah, free of the, I have to keep looking. Free of the clutch bags, but one is going to be on the YouTube channel as a one. Yeah. Ginger Ninja's home. Yeah, Ginger Ninja is always home. He works in the other room. I've had to kick him out of my studio area. Oh, he's just knocked on the wall. Hi, Michael. So yeah, I have to meet the penguins and animals planets preview. Yeah, and Thompson's. Yeah, so it's looking like 7 o'clock. Michael, you've just been roped into operating the camera. I do apologise. Right, so yeah, so that's what's coming up. A lot of stuff's coming up. So don't forget, 4 o'clock today, the pre-order will go live. So it's a day early. The pre-order then finishes up on Wednesday next week at 10 o'clock because the following day I have to give in numbers to the printers. I've left it that late because obviously with so much going on. Anytime suits you and share time with us. Don't thank me because I love doing what I'm doing, so yeah, I really don't. Yeah, I do. Hi Michael. Everyone loves Michael. Even John loves Michael. John Scott, sorry. Yeah, so, and he does come in and say hi and bye in the last 5 minutes, so yeah. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. There will be a post going live at 4 o'clock within the groups where you can actually see the blimp and the information about the pre-order. So yeah, how do I become a club member? Right, John, to become a club member, if you go to my website, rjafmakes.com, there is a section that says how to become a club member. I've never met Mike, but I love him. Yeah, he's lovable. Michael is lovable. Lazy, but lovable. Michael, I'm sorry, I love you. But yeah, yeah, so if you go to rjafmakes.com, thanks Lynn. Yeah, Lynn in the house, thanks. Basically, there is how to become a club member. All the links are underneath that. You have to go through a third-party website to actually become a member. Yeah, I met him at Festival Quilt last year. He is lovely. Yeah, geek, but lovely. No, he is lovely. He is. I can't believe we've been married just over 6 years now, and it feels like 5 years, less than 5 years ago I met him. So, but it isn't. It's just over 10 years ago we met each other. So, yeah. Anyway, that being said, thanks ever so much, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. And then remember, in 2 weeks that pattern goes live on my website, so I'll be posting it all over the website, and that's for the free clutch patterns. So yeah, thanks ever so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. Now I'm going to go that way and click goodbye.